Hello, I'm Coach Natalie, and welcome to this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Well, it's January 1st, 2022, new year, and speaking of novelties, today we're going to be covering the pace choke. Now, when the pace choke was first unveiled, it had never been seen before in MMA. I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later on. I like to focus on fundamentals, but sometimes it's good to have an unexpected move in your tool belt, and the pace choke certainly qualifies for that. It's pretty simple, so let's check it out. Okay, let's break it down. So, you can do the pace choke from the bottom half guard when your partner is trying to get around you, or maybe they are just inside your guard. You're going to be able to see that you can make this kind of move when your opponent has their head and one arm in your guard. Now, that's normally the setup for the triangle, but there's a couple of small differences that differentiate this between this and the triangle setup. So let's check it out here. You're going to be, you got an opponent here, and they've got one head and arm in your guard. So normally, if you see a head and an arm, you're turning around, grabbing the leg, and you're actually using this arm and against this leg, and you are pressing on the carotid artery, and that's how the triangle works. This is not the triangle. Instead of me using this arm, I actually don't care about this arm. What I'm going to be doing is reaching underneath my opponent's neck, and I'm going to be grabbing my own leg. Then with my other hand, I'm going to be grabbing on top. I can certainly lock it down, but all I really need to do is cut the corner and trap their head between my leg and my arm. Again, goes underneath your leg, grip, and that's how you get the choke. Now, the biggest mistake in this whole setup is a mistake made by your partner. It's always a bad idea to have one head and arm in your partner's guard. That sets you up for triangles, arm bars, that kind of thing. The mistake that you might make is attacking the wrong side. What does that mean? As I mentioned, if you see a head and arm, normally you're going to cut an angle to the opposite side. You're going to grab your leg, lock down the leg, and the combination of their arm and your leg, by pressing it, you're making a triangle. In this case, you are actually locking down their head. But I don't really care about this arm. The only thing I need is some access under their chin. I'm going under their chin, going under my leg, grabbing my leg with my other arm. And really I'm forcing their neck down into my forearm. Now, the mistake that I could be making would be attacking where there's the arm on that side. I actually want to put my leg over the side that doesn't have their arm, and then from that same side, again, reaching underneath their chin, grabbing my own shin, grabbing my other ankle. So another mistake would be not having, clear access to their chin. And then this is really not a mistake, but as with the triangle, this move seems to work better when you're in an angle, especially if you have kind of short arms. So, we'll do it again one more time. They're in your guard. They know that they're probably susceptible to a triangle. That's fine. I'm going to lock down behind their neck. Instead of grabbing this arm and doing something with it, from the same side as my leg, I'm going under their chin, under my ankle, with my other hand, grab my shin, and between my forearm and inside of my leg, that's making the triangle. That makes this choke successful. So, as I mentioned, this move had never been seen before. Nick Pace used it against Nick Campuzano in The Ultimate Fighter Season 12 finale. Now, this may not work against someone who knows how to keep their, single arm from outside of your guard, but people make mistakes all the time. That's how triangles work. So, in any case, try this out. Today, as I mentioned, is our 80th video. I've been looking forward to how we're going to get to 100 videos. Starting after this video, we're going to be doing a bunch of shoulder locks. We'll have a variety of sweeps. If your partner is in the turtle, we'll have some attacks from the turtle, and then we'll, come into the home stretch with a variety of leg locks. So, hope you'll enjoy those. In the meantime, thank you very much for sharing this series with others. As I mentioned, today is a new year, 2022, and thank you again for your support for this series in this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies.